Yeah, I mean, everyone's excited to get back on the road. Obviously, had a good weekend, but we would have liked to come out on the other end of the spectrum. So yeah, the guys are really excited to get after it.
Yeah, tough results in the end on that opening weekend, but you guys were in every single game, a lot of high-scoring affairs. Talk about the way the team competed.
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw a lot of good stuff from our young guys. I think a lot of guys stepped up in positions, they weren't comfortable in, and I think we showed a lot of talent, a lot of potential. So yeah, we're ready to get after it again.
Quite a weekend for you individually in the leadoff spot. You're in GNAC Player of the Week. What was your approach like at the plate?
I was just trying to see the ball good. Like, we've been inside, been getting cabin fever. It's nice to get outside and see the ball fly. So yeah, I was just trying to get after it.
Have you been a leadoff hitter ever before in your baseball career?
Mostly just like in the 1 or 2 hole. But I like the leadoff spot. I think it's in the developing game, it's a really critical spot.
Yeah, and talk about what it's like to be a leadoff hitter when you have this kind of lineup behind you, guys like Daniel Cipriano, Chris Arpan behind you. That's got to be pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of protection behind you. Like, you just got to go up there and do your job and get on base so those guys can hit you around.
So you've been in the United States 4 years now. This is your 4th season in the U.S. What's it been like? What was it like making that transition, and how comfortable have you become here?
Oh man, I love it over here, man. It's like, play baseball every day. Like, we can practice all the time, get outside. Like, there's a real big emphasis on being a student athlete. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And talk about the culture of this program as well. You got a taste of it last year, but so hard to kind of gauge that when your season gets canceled midway through. What's it been like over the last year plus getting used to this program?
Yeah, I mean, the culture here is amazing. Like, guys really grind, get after it, like in all aspects, in the classroom, in the weight room, on the field. So, it's a great culture, and it's going to be really promising in years to come.
What's the mindset of this team this week? You guys know there's some areas you can improve on. What are your guys' thoughts as you get ready to play again in a few days?
I think we just need to play loose and relax. Like, obviously, we got to clean a couple things up on defense, but we'll be fine, man. We're a talented team, and I got a lot of confidence in the guys.
You know what? We're just excited to get out and compete again. Obviously, week 1 didn't go the way we wanted. There's a couple things we need to clean up, both defensively, pitching, just a couple things. Our offense really produced a lot of high scoring affairs and games, and we were in every game. Just 1 or 2 defensive plays here or there changes the outcome in all 4 of those games.
Yeah, when you look at the results, it's not obviously what you wanted, but there's such a bigger story there in the way the guys competed, having a lead in pretty much every game and losing a couple games by a single run. What does it say about the way the guys competed every game?
You know what? I loved our mentality. It was kind of like a never quit, next man up. We had, a few things come up with injuries-wise. Slicner got hit in the hand, broke his hand, and so he's out for a couple weeks. But Wags stepped up and did a good job on Saturday catching. And the mentality of just keep coming back. It's hard sometimes playing from behind. Some of those games we gave up runs early and had to battle back, but we never just folded. And so that's exciting that, as you start going and everything else. And I really believe the longer this team plays, the better we're going to get, just going through different diversity and things. I really like where we're at going into this weekend and then starting conference the next weekend.
Offense certainly was a bright spot. You guys averaged 9 runs per game in those 4 games. Big part of that was Will Riley at the top of the lineup. He earns GNAC Player of the Week. Well deserved. He went 9 for 18, and he just did a little bit of everything at the plate.
Well, not only was he 9 for 18, high on base percentage, RBIs, showed some power. Had a couple home runs too. And so, he's just kind of your 5-tool guy. Plays the outfield, plays the infield. We can really put him any place. Just a great athlete. Kind of kick-started it, and then you start going through it, and it's exciting because our lineup 7 through 9 was super productive, and that's what makes a great team. Is not just like one guy. It's when you can get those collective at-bats. He individually had a great weekend that helped contribute offensively and defensively, actually, with him. But the lineup itself produced, and that's what's exciting. It's kind of what we're known for here, is just that piece, that we go deep. It's not just one guy.
Another tough opponent this weekend, University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. What are your thoughts facing them? This will be your first 4-game series against a single team this year.
Yeah, it's fun to get out. I like playing series because then it's like you don't worry about, did they match up their one against us or whatever, because with our reputation, a lot of times we do get guys best. So it's good because then you kind of really get to gauge where you're at going into your conference and everything else. They'll be competitive. They'll do a good job. They aren't just going to roll over, and that's one message that we've sent to our guys this week. As talented as we are, we still have to outwork people. It's that work ethic and that workers' mentality that is going to help us get to where we want to be at the end of the day.